Alrighty. What was it? Okay, there we go. Nope, put that away. Alright, so I noticed that the last time we played, within my actions and traits, there's this. Yeah, there's several things I should have by now, but I just don't with abilities. So I'm gonna assume like I'm 4 quests behind on the paladin. And so we're going back to do that. Do I have this saved as home point? Before I forget. We'll go ahead and do that. I don't necessarily know that's the best move, but gets me back there when what's it? Co-stream again. Alright, been too long, I kind of forget my way around. Up through here, up through the elevator, and all the way around, I believe. Airship landing? Is it? To be honest, I don't remember. That is not. Guess the hustling strip then. Okay, maybe this. Yeah, Jinlands. We live in troubling times, as you know. Well, no. This is why it is more important than ever that Sultan Sworn stand ready to serve as the sword and shield of the Sultanate. For a time, I feared that our order was doomed, but then you helped us to restore our good name. Your shining example inspired many young men and women to seek us out. Even as we speak, they train to hone their skills. A few words of encouragement from the famed Free Paladin himself would do much to motivate them further, I should think. Perhaps you would consider paying them a visit to Camp Blue Fog? Alright. 282, that's not bad. Plus a max on my money. So I need to be using my teleports. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Owen, At the moment, Philins and I are conducting drills with the new recruits at the East Watchtower. They'll be thrilled to see you here, I'm sure. Okay, down there, yep. Since we all know you're a man of few words, I thought we might forgo the speech. Instead, ask you to favor us with a display of swordsmanship. We've laid out bait for the ballisks already. In fact, you need only wait for them to come. It'd probably be nice to have Bird up. There we go. Is that all they wanted, apparently? Truly arousing performance. Thank you. It's one thing to talk about proper technique, but an altogether different thing to see it firsthand. I think it's safe to say that the recruits will long remember this day, as will I. Is that all? Okay. I apparently used another Geshen Green. Whoops. Oh wait, crystal probably faster. Ethernet. Starting to remember how to navigate again. Welcome, I gather the recruits took your lesson to heart. Oh, would that I had some way to repay you, some knowledge or technique to bequeath you. I am humbled to admit there is nothing I could teach you. All I can offer you is my heartfelt thanks. Pray go forth, my friend, and continue to defend the people of Olda and Eorzea at large. Eorzea. Begging your pardons. Oh, the merchants. We need to talk, but not here. At the dispatch yard outside the city. What the hell are you doing? Okay, where? Outside the city. Go to Central. There we go. Okay, it's very close to where that one dude got the narc from the merchants got murdered by the arrow. Slightly concerning. Thank you for coming. You must be wondering why I called you here. It concerns Motherfucker, Jinlin's predecessor. As you may recall, he continues to search for the Oathkeeper, a sword stolen from us by the Monastan's minions. From time to time, he sends me missives sharing his latest discoveries. His most recent one contained a startling claim. He wrote that he found the sword at long last. But that was some time ago. He has not contacted me since. I would not trouble Jinlins with this news, not until I learned what has become of them, at the very least. Would you help me find him? I knew I could count on you. But for now, all I know is that his last missive came to me by the way of Ishgard. Once I learn more, we can begin the search in earnest. Paladin quest, we Papshan, leaving. Yep, the requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in journal. Okay. Just a man I was hoping to see. I now know from where motherfucker sent to the last message to me. Falcon's Nest, a hamlet in Curthius, Western Highlands. It is there I would have you begin your search. Reclaiming Oathkeeper would do much to restore the honor of the Sultan sworn, but we must not get ahead of ourselves. First we must find our missing man. Okay. Motherfucker, never heard of him. Was he one of the new craftsmen working with 100 Eyes? Sorry, we see an awful lot of new faces in here. Most don't leave an impression. Other than heretics and bandits, that is. Oh yeah, I can't fly in Carthius. Oh, there we go. Rogaean Paladin. Well, I do recall a traveler who spent several days here at least. Not the most help. Alright. There was a pitched battle the other night, out in the wastes. It involved a rather large man and a party of his fellow heretics. To hear the scouts tell it, naturally we chose not to intervene. If they wish to kill each other, by all means. Speak with 100 Eyes. There's literally a guy called 100 Eye. Okay. Fair enough. Her dude was asking about a real Rogaean in a fashion that might give a man cause to worry. I know, motherfucker. New, should I say. Older fellow. Spent some time chatting with a young blood. He came through like the rest of us before him, looking for the same thing we all do. Bandits ambushed him in the night out in the wastes, buried him with my own 2 hands the next day out in Camp River's Meat. Constantine took it especially hard, as close as he was to him. Ugh. Lovely. So yeah, that's confirmed death. He friggin' buried him with his own 2 hands. Unless he didn't know. The actual dude. And like. Yeah, no, it's probably not. Yeah, I don't see how that turns on its head. To where like he's not dead or something like that, but. I really not? There we go. I was about to say, what the fuck? Heal up first. Yeah, probably good enough. Is that all of them? Helen's blessings upon you, sir. I say that was a rather frightful experience. Were you a friend of Motherfucker 2? Ah, good. That is to say, my condolences. I knew there had to be others who would want to know. 'Twas the work of Death's Embrace, I'd wager. Those fiends you slew just now were sent by them as well. My kinsmen think them but another band of sellswords or heretics. If only they knew what they were truly capable of. I can only hope that they will heed my warnings this time, if you would excuse me. This is Papa John. Have you found him? He dead. Gods almighty, slain by Death's Embrace. I heard some of those bastards were still sulking about it, but I never thought they would try to... Wait, could it be that they were the ones who held Oathkeeper? And that they killed Motherfucker when he tried to take it back? Damn it all, we've still got no answers. Oh, there is the boy. Get after him and find out what he knows. Pleasure to see you again, sir. Is there something you wish to discuss? Oh, so you're the free paladin they told me about. It is an honor to meet you at last. That is, for the second time. My name is Constant. Truly honored, sir, truly honored. Sorry if I'm a bit out of sorts, it's just... I've been thinking about him a lot. About the day we first met when he saved me. How his sword gleamed as he danced among the wolves. I begged him to teach me the ways of the paladin, so I could save others like he had saved me. He must have turned me down a dozen times before he finally relented. Probably because he caught me asking about Oathkeeper. Probably because he caught me asking around about Oathkeeper. But I suppose he didn't think I was strong enough to help him reclaim the sword. Why else would he sneak off to challenge Death's Embrace while I was away? I should have been there. I should have been there. I have decided I'm going to take it back. Oathkeeper, I mean. He said I wasn't ready to wield the soul. But what choice do I have now that he's gone? You want to find it too, don't you? Then help me, please. You will? How long be praised, you won't regret this. Oh, if Motherfucker could see us now, two paladins united in purpose. Well, I suppose it's rather premature to claim the title, isn't it? One veteran paladin and one aspiring paladin, then, united in purpose. We shall recover Oathkeeper and bring Motherfucker's marriage to justice. As soon as I uncover new information, that is. I have tidings. Hidden among their belongings was a journal, the final entry which contains what appears to be a map of the uh, Gurgain holding. He marked a spot near the river, though he did not write why, yet concerning how devoted he was to recovering Oathkeeper, surely it has some relation. I say we sally forth and investigate. We may encounter wild beasts or worse, of course, but we are well equipped to face them. Well, let's say you are. Oh my god, don't get yourself killed. Actually, is there... Okay, hold on. First of all, where is it? Over here. I don't think there's any close teleports. Alright. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Alrighty. Was it down? It's down, dang it. Whatever, okay. Can I not jump down from... Can't. Okay. There. Okay, there he is. Impressive, eh? It took some doing, but I managed to resize motherfuckers' silhouettes. They should afford me an excellent protection against thigh-high threats. Anyways, let's see where the map leads. Somewhere over yonder, perhaps. Light catches your eye, and on closer inspection, you find a gallant coronet buried beneath the snow. Trail of frozen blood leads west. Let's go all the way back the opposite way to talk to this dude. He didn't follow us. Or was it further to the... Oh, find anything? Motherfucker's coronet, what? Coronet? Whatever. Then he did come here. There was a trail of blood as well, you say. Let's follow it and see where it leads. West. here we go. Whoops. That was dismounting. Seems to lead towards the Dusk Vigil. I think it's taking us westward. Oh God, were you really? Poisoneers? Weird title. Who am I? Oh, I'm still on. It's not. There we go. Of course, Death's Embrace. Must have made camp here, and motherfucker learned of it. Wait, was that movement just now? To the west, we cannot let them escape. Okay, continue onwards. End of the road. They don't seem to be carrying out. So they don't seem to be carrying Oathkeeper. Well, if nothing else, we can at least bring them to justice for their countless other crimes, and ensure they harm no more innocents. To arms! For justice! For a motherfucker! I thought the, Coronet would help, but that speech felt rather uninspired. Yeah, you could... Especially since, you know, like the main hand here, freaking... whatever. Battle. Did we win? I mean, by the Fury, we won. The villainous scum will prey on the weak no longer. Pity they didn't have the Oathkeeper. Well, all day's work for a pair of paladins, eh? And back to the Falcon's Nest for a well-earned rest. The wheels of justice are slow to turn, as we all know all too well. Even Sir Amaric, who they say cares deeply for the welfare of every Ishgardian, even he is bound by bureaucracy. It all comes back to war in the end, if it's not heretics or dragons. So, you know how it is. And the Forelands, well, if you head that far west without enough hired help, you've no one to blame but yourself for what happens. So when my mother's caravan was raided on the road to Tailfeather, I was resigned to never knowing who to blame. Until Motherfucker told me all about Death's Embrace. I realized they were the ones responsible for that and many other attacks. They chose their targets with care, preying on those who wouldn't be missed, save by their equally powerless friends and family. But everyone deserves a champion. At least, even the least among us are worth saving. I don't know if the remaining members of Death's Embrace have Oathkeeper, but even if they don't, it's our duty as paladins to stop them. That's what Motherfucker would say if he were here, right? Probably. I don't know, dude. Alright. We got... that... Wasn't there one more? Was it a roll? No. Traits. Enhanced fight or flight? Was that it? Delivers an attack 700. All under the effect of goring. Wait, ready. Okay, gotcha. So it... Okay, so that one is... what's it? Increase in attack, and then whenever I have that, I have an extra attack to... Okay. Fair enough. Curious tidings. Not long ago, I received word from an acquaintance of mine, Grimold, who claims to have in his possession a missive written by Motherfucker and addressed to me. He insisted I came and collected it from him in person in Tailfeather, and since we haven't any leads in our search for Oathkeeper, I see no reason to deny him. Let's be off then. Okay. There he is. Okay. I appreciate you coming all this way, Constant. I know it must seem a little odd. Frankly, it's been strange from the start. There's sends a missive with provisions when we've got Moogles running about who can do it faster. Not to mention the fact that bandits have been raiding caravans to steal feather for weeks. If it weren't for them moving on, this latest shipment would have likely never arrived. Any road. From what I can tell, it was languishing in someone's storeroom for a while. Better late than never, though, eh? It was your friend's wish that you come all this way. Read it for yourself and you'll see. I left you a gift near the 100th rose. Take it and become the man you were destined to be. Curious fellow, this motherfucker. Any road, if I were you, I'd head north and find whatever it is before someone else does. My thanks, friend. I should do just that. Let's head towards the Thors and see what we find. You go under that. Yeah, I think you can go under that. Right. Okay. It should be around here somewhere. It's past it. Ah. Is that a soul you found? By the Fury. It is, and look! A pair of galleon cuirasses, but why? Why do I feel like I'm being led by the nose? Probably 'cause you are, dude. First a journal, now this missive. Welcome to my world. There's so much I want to ask. So much I should have asked when he was still alive. You go all the way back. Where is this dude? Ah, damn it. To be honest, I never really understood why you accepted me as your pupil. What made you change your mind? What do you see in me, and what would you have me do now that you're gone? So it is true, then. Papa Shan could not conceal the truth from me forever. He told me of motherfucker's claims in your search. I could not believe it. I would not believe it. Yet now. Hmm? The hell? What sorcery is this? Oh wait, did he fake his own death? Yeah, he was watching you, boy. You and the soul you bear. Could he have been a minion of Death's Embrace, spying on, motherfucker's pupil? Perhaps they'd hope that his quest would end with his death, that none would attempt to reclaim Oathkeeper in his stead. They thought us broken when our brothers betrayed us, when they robbed us of the sword and delivered it into their keeping. But we do not give in to despair, nor do we. Yeah, nor will we do so now. Oathkeeper will be ours again, I swear it. I must return to Oldham for now. The way our souls resonated was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I would know what it portends. Pray continue to look after the boy. What do you want from me? Divine Veil. What is that? Barrier around self and all party members. That absorbs damage equivalent to 10% of your. Okay. Interesting. I'm beginning to think I've been going about this the wrong way. I've been trying to determine the whereabouts of Oathkeeper by retracing the steps, but honestly, how he came to pursue and die at the hands of Death's Embrace isn't nearly as important as the simple fact that he did. Death's Embrace has a sword, it's the only logical conclusion. So if we find them, we find Oathkeeper. Even if I'm mistaken, we'd be doing the world a favor by bringing them to justice. I wouldn't presume to speak for him, but I'd like to think he'd agree, don't you? Yes, well, I suppose if we're going to find them, we had better start asking around. Though there is one thing that still troubles me. I think I need to speak with 100 Eyes. moment of your time, if it pleases. Are you, Constant? Sure, sure. Yeah, it's about motherfucker. You never told me, but how exactly did he die? You want me to paint you a bloody picture? He was murdered. Found him and I buried him. That's all you need to know. Just that the other day I could have sworn that Forgive me. I don't know what I was thinking. Don't let me keep you from your labors. You fake his death. Let's resume our hunt for Death's Embrace. Where? Mesriel. Death's Embrace? Those bandits who used to raid caravans bound for Tailfeather. No one's seen neither hide nor hair of them recently. Why do you ask? Old uns, eh? Maybe they ran back to warmer climes. Never understood Southrons myself. Queer folk, prone to inexplicable and irrational behavior, like those buffoons who'd attempted to seize the protector of all things. Apparently they snuck aboard some of the airships ferrying supplies to Camp Cloudtop. Of course, the knights drove them off. Last I heard, they'd fled into the wild, screaming that Thal's balls and this swerving horsens that. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Admittedly, we've no reason to believe these men are the ones we seek, but we've been blessed with serendipity before. There's no harm in investigating, at least. Okay. The Eldons are trying to seize a protector. I remember him. Baffling, really. Sign their own death warrants with their ill-conceived attack. You can be sure that House Helenard won't allow them to leave these isles alive. Death's Embrace, eh? Suppose it's possible they're the bandits you seek. You're welcome to help us hunt them down if you like. The boy too, yes? You can join my unit. Given your reputation, I think you're better suited to the band. I won't let you down. We gather at the Rose House. Come, let us delay no further. I'll see you there. This way? Oh yeah, there. Like, I wasn't sure if that's where we were supposed to be going. That was a dead end or what the heck, but yeah. Glad to have you with us. Would that we could speak at length, but the Oldens are aware of our plans and have already fled to the east. Remember that these are desperate, dangerous men. Advance with caution and wait for reinforcements if necessary. With me. Okay, up and around. my god, did they already die? There we go. Really? Okay, there's more. Nope, damn it. Go up. Go. Well fought. Their leader was surely the toughest of the lot. Lady Lenady will be pleased to learn of our success. I shall inform her at once. What do you got there? Gauntlets? Why would a member of Death's Embrace be carrying these? There's no way he could have possibly planned this. It's too elaborate. Nay, impossible. But what other explanation could there be? He should return to Falcon's Nest. If you say so. Before we were cornered the leader, we came across their camp. It was plain to see they had fallen on hard times, hence why they resorted to common banditry to survive. But isn't it strange when you think about it? I mean, if they had Oathkeeper, why not simply sell it? Surely someone would have been willing to pay for it. I'm beginning to wonder if motherfucker succeeded in reclaiming the sword, or if Death's Embrace ever had it at all. And by the Fury, what to make of these pieces of armor? Just as I suspected, it fits perfectly. Whatever remnants of Death's Embrace there may be will stay in hiding for some time, I should think. But should they dare to reveal themselves, we will finish what we started, as they intended. Alright, what is this thing? Restore self to 50% of HP restored. Restore self to 50% of HP restored. Oh, hold on. Restores 8 target's HP. Cure potency 1000. Restore additional effect. Restores self 50% of the HP restored to target if target is a party member. Terrible news. Hundred Eyes have been gravely wounded. There were wolves, and he fought them off as best he could. But by the time the sentries came to his aid, I went to see him earlier, but he turned me away and bid me to fetch you. For the life of me, I cannot imagine why. I will do what I can to ease his suffering. Wolves, swerving wolves. We have earned it. So, time to settle one last account. Go to his grave, dig it up. Take what you find and give it to the boy. We'll make up for what I did to my sworn brothers, but perhaps it'll go ways towards redressing the balance. Oh. Of course, what we've done to the boy ain't hardly defensible no matter what he says. He faked his death and he just buried a freaking another piece of armor. Or the Oathkeeper. So what's going on here? My bullshit meter is detecting bullshit. Hey. Damn it, please help me. I can get up back up. Okay, nice. Whee! It's not where I need to go. Shit. Where? Okay, this is still further down. There, okay. Too far away. I can freaking heal myself and shit. Several films beneath the cold, hard earth, you find out a coffin with a small chest containing a gallant surcoat. What have you done? But how can this be? Why would Hundred Eyes lie to us? That bastard, I will have answers from them both. Come, we're going back to Falcon's Nest. No, not that. Well, go on. Okay, this one. We're too late. Jenlins and I had grown worried. And it has come to this. Sorry, there's nothing more to be done. God damn it all. We must have words, Constant. I go to Landsgate. Look for me there. What was it all for? I don't know, maybe your full set of armor? Alrighty. Where does it... want us? Does say lower. My comrade wishes to explain himself. Why the lies? Was this all just a game? Why the lies? Was this all just a game to you? I had my reasons, as you'll soon learn. It's a rather odd way of apologizing. I suggest you try again. I am sorry for deceiving you, Constant. Faking your death? Constructing an elaborate scenario for me to find your armor? To be honest, I'm as astonished as I am offended. How could you have possibly orchestrated everything so perfectly? Doesn't matter I did it, it matters why I did it. Oathkeeper is but a sword, Constant. True oaths are not forged in steel, they are sworn in the heart. To merely reclaim the sword will not suffice. It must be won by a worthy paladin. Only then will it and our order be restored for its former glory. I don't understand. Why not simply teach me the ways as you said you would? A sultan may move a man, master may instruct his pupil, but only when that pupil moves himself can he become a paladin. That said, I do not account for their intervention. Master Papshan, as we discussed. Very well. Souls we paladins wield are embodiments of our will. In keeping to our oaths, they grow stronger and more dominant. In the presence of a particularly pure soul, others may be compelled to yield. But when two souls cannot reconcile, when one cannot establish dominance, it can spell disaster. That seems awfully inconvenient. Oh, you have no idea. As the discordance between two souls grows, and the aether builds, and the souls grow unstable. Their souls looked as though they were fit to burst with aether. Wait, you don't mean to say that their souls will be destroyed, do you? By the Fury, how can we stop it? You fight. Your souls demand it. Two cannot coexist as you are. One must rise above. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard. We are paladins, defender of the weak and needy. What madness is this that we must face each other in battle? But if there's truly no other way, I will not renounce my oaths. I will become paladin that I was destined to be. That means we must fight, then so be it. If that means we must fight, whatever. Come, brother. I mean, I am over-leveled with stuff, but am I truly so weak? No, Constant. Nothing could be further from the truth. You fought with honor and purpose. Don't be ashamed. Ew. Impressive, truly impressive. Intrigue and deception that would put the Lord Lorito to shame. Oh, you. Tell them the truth, the whole truth. Figured it out, have you? You still have the soul I left for you at the 100 throws. What? Oh yes, here. Soul once belonged to the first captain of the Sultan Sworn, the first paladin who wielded Oathkeeper. Once it shone with the resplendent light as did Oathkeeper, but now both have lost their luster. I had the sword, and everything I have done that I have made you all do has been for the sole purpose of making it shine once more. Now, of course, it's so simple. Wait, no, it's not. It's needlessly complicated. What of your soul, the one you gave to them when you first met? I yet have it, so take it and restore the Oathkeeper's light with your own. Once a man has left the Sultan Sworn, he cannot return. My soul no longer sufficed. All I can do is show another the way, and then ask that he do the same for his brothers and sisters. But he does not stand above all others. Not until he has bested me. Draw your sword, the time has come. At long last, a paladin who can make it shine again. Behold, Oathkeeper, bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's swarm, stolen under my watch by the minions of the monasteries, whatever. For years I sought to reclaim it, to redeem myself for my failure. Paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. 30 years I aspired to those ideals. 30 years I've tried to live up to the example set by our founder. So I revered that his very soul crystal would be set in Oathkeeper's pommel. For those legendary captains of Eld, the sword would shimmer with such brilliance that night would be as day. Yet for the 30 years I wore it, it shined for me but once. That was before it was taken from me, before I forswore my oath so I could reclaim it. You, through all your trials and tribulations, you have remained true to yourself and to Eorzea. You continue to be an inspiration to us all. Come, take up Oathkeeper. Raise it aloft and let it shine before as a beacon unto all. You were always my first choice. Constant was incentive, motivation, though in the end he proved himself to be so much more. You're right, bastard, you know that. Doing all this to make a bloody sword shine. Praise alone that I found the proper mentor in them. Well, I may not be the chosen one, but I am still a free paladin. That is a path I have chosen for myself, and on it I will stay. Well said. It would not do for you to be so easily discouraged. Gentlemen, I leave matters here in your capable hands. You've done it again. Oathkeeper may not shine for me as it did for you, but perhaps in time it will. But even should it not, I will not lose heart, for a paladin's virtue is not in the radiance of his blade, but in the righteousness of his actions. By what we decide to do every day, we will be good men or not. Motherfucker, Oathkeeper has returned to the Sultan's sworn. Will you not return to us as well? As a friend and ally, perhaps, but not as a brother. Some bonds, once broken, cannot be mended. Thank you for all that you've done. How strange that we must turn to a free paladin rather than one of our own to show us the way. Yet I suppose it's not the first time, is it? So that's it then. You're leaving? Oh, the beckons, and besides, I've got nothing left to teach you. I wish you well on your journey. Pray that you find happiness there. I'm coming back, you know. There's an awful lot of work to be done in Falcon's Nest, and I did make a promise to 100 Eyes. Oh, then I shall see you when you return. Yeah. We should head back too. I'm still not sure what it was all for, but it seems to have ended well enough. I suppose you ought to get you back to your grand adventures and me to my paladining, or whatever it is you call it. Right then, it's been a pleasure. Oh, but I warn you, the next time we cross blades, I mean to win. Fairly well. Inventory. There we go. This concludes the Paladin quest for Final Fantasy Sword. In order to undertake the next series quest, you must meet the following requirements. For Edge of Fate, which you've done so in the next Paladin Gen Lens. Okay. First of all, what the fuck do we get? Oh, Authority. Okay, so that replaced Rage of Hello in my inventory. Should that have replaced that? Don't save 100. Don't save 100. Yeah, I guess. Immediately with increased potency. Holy Spirit is that one, okay. So then... Crap, how do I edit it again? Okay, there we go. That'll get swapped with that now. There, I guess? What was be again? A shield for everyone. So I want to do this. There. Probably fine after that. Right, shit. Back to Genlands. Oh, do we not have? Oh no, we do. Okay. Do we have any gaps still in there though? Don't. Ah, precisely the man I wish to see. I have something in my care for you. An invitation to the fighting tournament to be held at the Coliseum. Not just any tournament, mind you, but the prestigious Old Cup, founded by His Royal Majesty Sasagan Old Sisigan, the first Sultan of Olda. It is nigh as old as the nation itself. Lest you wonder why you're unfamiliar with so old and prestigious a tournament, it's because it has not been held in generations. At the Sultana's behest, it has been revived, and now she extends an invitation to Eorzea's finest swordsmen. It stands to reason that your name would appear among this exalted company, and doubt not but that her grace shall be pleased for your participation. So can we expect you to fight in the tournament? Yes. Further the quest. Wonderful. By witnessing you in combat, I dare say all of the Sultan Swarm, both fresh recruits and veterans alike, stand to gain something in our duty to protect. The champion will be awarded a tome said to hold the secret techniques of the first captain of the Sultan Swarm. With such an enticing prize on offer, no small number of invitees have already confirmed their participation, I myself included. You should confirm yours as well by making yourself known to the tournament registrar at the Royal Promenade. I guess that's, I don't know, whatever. Greetings to you, kind sir. You come to enter the World Cup. Your invitation, if you'd be so kind. Yes, everything appears to be in order. On behalf of the committee, I bid you welcome to the tournament. Right, you're participating too. Think I might have a chance to cross swords with a fabled hero such as yourself. The tournament could not begin so soon enough. You needn't wait long. The opening ceremony will begin any time now. I am told a number of participants have already gathered before the Gladiators Guild. Perhaps you might like to join them. Okay. Oh Lord, alright. Oh, it's good to see you again. Am I correct in assuming that you're participating in the tournament? Wonderful, although I am, I also received an invitation. Captain Jenkins' work, I suspect, but I know that I do not intend simply to make up the numbers. Since we last met, I've trained without cease. Such improvements I have made. I hope to demonstrate to you in a rematch. Ah, have you spoken with the captain? He's holding on to your invitation. Already entered? Marvelous. We are looking forward to witnessing your skills at arms. If the gods are good, I shouldn't witness them up close and personal. Ah, a pleasure as always. Are you perchance entering the tournament? Well then, this has become infinitely more interesting. Lest you wonder, I am joining the field as a representative of the Temple Knights. For the honor of our order, I have every intention of winning. Do not hold back, my friend, because neither will I. And what can I do you for this most beauteous of afternoons? Shall I sign your flyer with my mark, perhaps? Contestant, really? Well then, you would do well to pray that you're not drawn against me, for before my beauteous skills, your defeat is all but assured. Not you, Fat. No. You got business with me? Too bad, I've got none with you. Leave me be and find someone else to bother, like Milo. Fighting the tournament, you look pretty strong, but it's Black Alidus that's gonna win. That's Black Lotus. Black Lotus. Yeah, what he said. He's the strongest and he always protects me. If you fight him, you better watch out. Well, if it isn't you, that you would visit us at this juncture could only mean that one thing. You're entering the Old Cup. Good, good. You are one of our very best, and it pleases me to see that you continue seeking new challenges. And mark my words, this will be a challenge the likes of which you have never experienced. The tournament begins with the realm's finest. If you are to rise above them, nothing less than complete preparation will suffice. Speaking of preparation, have you been apprised of the rules? And then allow me to explain. The tournament is elimination. You lose, you go home. You win, you advance to the next match. And on it goes until a champion emerges. Combatants are initially divided into two groups, Nald and Thal. Sounds fancy, but they're simply labels given to two branches of the tournament tree. Look, one of your potential opponents. Knowing is half the battle, and you'll do well to learn all that you can of the competition. Oh dear, is the time already? The opening ceremony is about to commence. Shall we then? Ladies and gentlemen, today I bid you welcome to the Coliseum for a truly special event. To introduce it, it gives me great pleasure to call upon Her Royal Majesty, Nanamo Namu. Generations ago, my ancestors, Sasagan founded a tournament to celebrate the skills of our nation's finest swordsmen. 100 years have passed since that was last held. By this declaration, I do hereby revive the old cup. Let it be known that all proceeds from this event shall go towards our continuing refugee relief efforts. My dear combatants, my fellow citizens and I look forward to an inspiring performance from you all. May Nathal give you strength to your sword arms. Thank you, Your Grace. Next, I would invite Master Ardian, Colosseum columnist, what, for the Mithril Eye, to share some insights about our combatants. Oh, what are your impressions of the field, Aridin? Well, Dara, I say it's as diverse as a field as I've seen on the Bloodsands. In addition to everyone's favorite gladiators and your friendly neighborhood Sultan's Horn, we have Ishgardian knights as well as an acclaimed adventurer. Truly a colorful cast of characters, all of whom bring unique take on swordplay. With such an electric mix of fighting styles clashing, would you say that we're in a veritable treat for the senses? Yes, I would. At this stage, it's anyone's guess who will claim the title. But one thing is certain: when that match bell rings, you cannot afford to bat your eyelids. Keep watching this space, for the preliminary rounds are about to begin. Shit. Requirements, unchanged journal. Okay. Where? Is it back with you again? I'm gonna assume so. It begins. There are 8 combatants in each group, meaning you must triumph in 3 bouts in order to advance to the final. And the opponent for your first is Bartholomew of Soul Swarm. Defeat him, and you'll next face the victor of another pairing, and so on. Needless to say, each encounter will be more difficult than the last. But one fight at a time, the tournament registrar will call you when it's time to take to the Bloodsands. No, go now, and good luck. Desired location. This? Okay. Ha, to think I would draw you for my very first opponent. I think the heavens even I curse them. But no matter who my opponent may be, I shall fight with all my being. For the pride of the Sultan's Sworn, see you on the Bloodsands, my friend. It is time, my lord. Pray see to your final preparations and let me know when you are ready to proceed. Alrighty. And that concludes the match for the Thal group, and what heart-stopping encounters they were! Verily, Dara, the crowd expected, and the combats delivered, not least of all the group winner, them who carved a convincing path to the final. Shall we retrace the steps for those who came in late? You read my mind. Their first match pitted them against Bartholomew. The Sultan sworn fought with heart, but in the end he was outclassed by the Star Adventurer. Although he can take the prize in effort, unfortunately he had to take his leave at the tournament. And there was no getting past them, who went face on against the hulking Bronze Bull. And a veteran of countless matches here in the Colosseum, you could say that he had a ground advantage. From the onset, the man brought his prestigious strength to bear, unleashing wave upon wave of punishing attacks, but they stayed calmly and weathered them all to emerge a victor. And with that, he advanced the Thal's group final matches against Hundaloop of the Temple Knights, employing blistering techniques seldom seen in the sight of Eorzea. The Ishgardian visitor looked dangerous indeed. And truth be told, for a moment there I feared them, but the adventurer dug deep and secured victory, and a place in the Oda Cup final. The mere remembering of it sets my heart race like a runaway chochobo. Take deep breaths, my friend. For there's still more excitement to come. The Nald group matches are due to commence shortly, with the likes of the first sword, Mila, taking to the blood sands. What have I done to deserve such a treat? I won't be missing these matches, and neither should any of you. All unfolds as anticipated. Good. The free paladin I told you about is living up to your expectations, eh? That he is. Keep up your winning ways, my friend, and win us a fortune. You were magnificent. Our match will remain etched in my memory and inspire me always. I had absolutely no answer to you. Such precious things you must have protected to become so strong. As you know, we Sultan Swan live to protect your grace. By any measure, this is a vital duty, and I ever do strive to be worthy of the role. But crossing swords with you this day has given me to think perhaps it was not enough. Whatever it is I lack, mayhaps I find it in witnessing you. I thought I had some of a chance, but I was clearly getting ahead of myself. You made a thorough schooling, and me to take the lesson to heart. Though my tournament may not be over, I shall remain in order to watch the matches come, and I believe I speak for all of us when I wish to see you the best of luck. Our hope goes with you now, my friend. Oh, a woman named Milo was looking for you. If you haven't already spoken with her, mayhap you should seek her out. Place in the final. I knew you had it in you, but to witness it unfold was nothing short of awe-inspiring. The winner of the Nald group will square off against you for the title. Suffice it to say, I intend to be that person. I shall see to it that a match between us becomes a reality. Hope that I can count on your support. Okay, now we're locked. Alright. Alrighty. That's one off, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. Hmm. Huh? Oh, you got to hold. Okay. Anyways. Um. Hmm. There. Map. Guess we'll complete some of the ones we got checked off. You're on allies, aren't you? It's one. Yeah, it's one. Another one's got a ghost in her attic, you know. Keep sending other adventures to that damn place she calls the palace, thinking you got to bring her fella back. 'Twas 7 others that day. One of 'em is her feller. My best friend was another. Soon as we walked in, a tonberry attacked. It was dark and we couldn't purchase on the floor, for 'twas covered in lake slime than in blood. It's more there to say. Only Elaine and I made it out by the grace of the 12. Everyone else is dead. Think I'd leave him behind, leave him brother by another blood. If I hadn't seen what the Tonberry left, I saw no treasure there, only death. I've said my piece. You still want to see for yourself? That's your business. I'll ferry you there, for my adventuring days are over. I'm a boatman of the lake. She thinks they all live, you see. All five of them hiding from the Tonberry somewhere in that palace. Tried to flee from the infirmary. She told folk about her friends needing rescuing, and she got shy. A poor lost Lean. Okay. This one's also done. Got business with the heavy adventure. And they better be coin or drinking it, otherwise bugger back to wherever you came from. Restoration work on an old weapon, you say? Make you think I'd fire up the old Grammy Forge for an old... Hey guys, where in the seven hells did you get that promise of payment? I ain't got no coin, I tell you. Nay, not a single bloody gill. God, just look at me, how far I've fallen. Me, the greatest weaponsmith of our age, hammering out dents and kettles to pay off a tavern debt. Can you even begin to grasp my humiliation, can you? Of course you can't. Why do I even bother asking? Alright. I'll restore your bloody weapon. Just get that goddamn slip of paper out of my sight. This is being undertaken while playing with 50 quests, previously mentioned jobs, 1 quest, earn a relic for that weapon. So no, you can only take one at a given time. Wish to acquire a different relic weapon, you must either complete or abandon the current quest. Interesting. That is worse than what I have. So I don't know about picking that up, gonna be honest. Apparently this one's done. Attuned. Don't recall seeing your ugly mug around there before, Say that Swift sent you. He said he was sending a new wolf to the den, more like the round of litter if you ask me. Barely have fangs for the honing. But I guess I'm feeling goddamn generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with the crystalline conflict. Them training bouts are special for you freckless adventurers, type who can't tell sound strategy from a horse's arse. I still reckon it won't be drawn before you run home with your tail between your legs crying for your mom. But you can have a word with Lieutenant Gunny Zunlungi if you insist on giving him to go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight. Maggot, this ain't a place for a weakest spine. Dismissed. Okay. Still in conflict. Probably not gonna do PvP really, so that's nice. Inventory, what we got? Dude, but I don't have room for anything. Yeah, we meet again, assuming you're here to deliver the steel. Know this, if it's not first rate, I won't present it to the client. Very well, inside Smith. Quite how you learned to smelt such an excellent steel, I don't know. But I do know that it had not to do with your wretched mentor's teaching. Huh. Harder than mere iron and not so rigid as to be unworkable. It could not have been easy determining the exact quantity of bomb ash required to achieve such a balance. Speaking of which, how did you acquire the ash? Don't tell me you went and slew the void-sent fiend yourself. Market is hardly a reliable source. I know, but risking death in a fire explosion is beyond reckless. Still, if that's what it took, I admire your dedication. I suspect your Forge Master will soon be receiving some good news. I only hope he remembers to toast your name when he adjourns to the wench to celebrate. At this point, I don't know what the hell I need. Keep taking quest, not. Alright, so. Alright, and we're right here. Waiting for them. For next time. I don't have enough people to raid, so we're just